It's 7 p.m. Do you know where your children are at? Oh, wait, that's supposed to be 11 p.m., right? How did that go? 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m.? Anyway, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard here in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to the live. All of you one people. Who are you, by the way? Two people. Anyway, it's our Saturday night live special. What's so special? I don't know. Nothing really special. Just see if we can have some fun tonight, talk about some things that you guys want to talk about, and see how everything's going out there in your area. Hi, Frenchie. You know, we've got some bad weather here and there. We've got some hot weather here and there. We've got some fires here and there. Hey, big storms here in Maryland. Oh, really? Colorado. Hi, Jill. Yeah, I just brought that up on my video. This last one I just did it not too long ago about my Social Security. Um, that Colorado, you guys have that yearly assessment on your property taxes. So I think I'm getting rosacea on my nose right here. So if it starts to glow like Santa Claus, I don't drink, so it's not from drinking. Might be sunburn or rosacea. So don't laugh too loud. Social Security budget video. Well, thank you, Dean. I appreciate that. Wistful Vista Retirement. How are you? I haven't caught up to your videos yet. I know you did the one with the telescope. I started to do it yesterday. I caught up on some other videos last night and answering comments. And I really do. I try to answer all the comments. And sometimes, if you'll look, you'll see 400, 500 comments, and half of them are mine because I try to respond to all of them in some form or fashion. And I've even been criticized a couple videos ago. Somebody criticized me. Well, why don't you expound more on instead of just saying, "Yeah, that's true" or this or that? Why don't you? Well, if I did that with everybody, I'd still be doing it. Bama, how you doing, Rick? Iowa, hi Rhonda. Minnesota property tax review every year as well. In Minnesota, went up 20%. Was Iowa? Oh boy, that's not good. Philippines, you are here, huh? Hopefully you can make a go with Social Security. Yep, we're working on it. It's hot out here. Jimmy, that's where, Arizona? Vicky, hey, Buzz and friends, have a burger cooking in the cast iron skillet. Okay, well, make sure you eat. That's first thing you got to do is eat. All good. Your channel's going orbital. Not really. I just wanted to be organic. I keep saying that to everybody. Be organic. I don't want any, I get a lot of people. I shouldn't say a lot. I always use the word a lot when it's really only a few. So when I say a lot, sometimes it only means a few. It's my fancy math. But I get emails from some people who tell me they can make my channel to 100,000 subscribers and they can do this and they can do that. And I just politely say, no, thank you. I want it to grow organic. And that's just the way it's going to be. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. Close one at the Horseshoe today. Oh, I didn't even see it. They were playing Akron. The Buckeyes were playing Akron. Akron has what? 3,000 enrollees in their school or something versus Ohio State's 20,000 or some crazy number. How could that even be close? Spokane, Nancy, huh? Very hot. 90 degrees in Idaho. Yeah, I am a retired workhorse, Brian. I mean, punk bass and covers. I was laughing about that yesterday. I was thinking about that. And I said, look at the English language, how screwed up this is. And I've always believed that. The English language is really screwed up. I catch largemouth, smallmouth, speckled bass. So when I see when I see punk bass and covers, why does bass have to be spelled the same as bass? I don't get it. It's the English language. It's crazy. Charleston, South Carolina. Hi, Joey. We are only assessed on our property every 2 years. We did have a big increase last fall. My property tax for a 600,000 house is 3,600 a year. That's still not bad. Mine's over 5,000. Yeah, but I do answer. I was up last night till, well, the night before till 2:30 a.m. answering some of the stuff, and that was one subscriber was saying that he gets up at four something in the morning or something, and I was thinking I just went to bed a few hours before you woke up, just answering comments, and I appreciate all that, the comments, and I learned so much from you guys. I really do. Thanks for the gift card. I'm not going to play tonight, but we are here for the Saturday Night Follies. Okay, well, you can play. There's no restrictions. Um, that's nice of you if you don't want to, but there's no. I don't restrict it. Um, I don't want to get into a lot of rules and regulations. That's for government. That's not for Buzz. You've gained 900 followers since just a few more. It was at 21 when I. Yeah, well, there's been a couple videos that have taken off on me, and which is good. The one video, I think it was up over 600,000 views, and that's without exposing anything on me. It's a joke, Buzz. Illinois property tax is crazy. If you're below 5K, you're lucky. Minus between 5 and 6. It's stupid high. What are you going to do? Where's the new hat? Are they muling to your home? Here's the new hat. There it is. I'm not wearing it, but I brought it. So I had it on in the other video, but I didn't want to get it dirty because that's me. I get my hands dirty, and then I'm grabbing the bill or I'm taking it on and off, and then the hat gets really dirty. Yeah, fishing guitars, right? The funny thing about budget is that it's driven by lifestyle. Maybe you can't afford a yacht club, but you're not living out of a car either. Yeah, and that's fortunate. Because there are people worse off, definitely worse off than me and us. And right, not living in a car is a good thing, right? Go Bengals. Yeah, well, you'll probably do better than the Browns. I'm not impressed with the Browns at all. I'm just not. So I don't know. I don't have the feeling. I just don't. Figuring out retirement. Hi, David. Our 10,000 K for your taxes in Buffalo. Like that's a big chunk. That's a big chunk. Husband wants to see that Houlihan shirt, please. I have that on today. That's right, I do. Houlihan and Big Chuck from high atop the Terminal Tower in downtown Cleveland. It's the Houlihan and Big Chuck show. Here we go again. Now you have to watch it to understand what I just did. So, Diane, Joey, I was looking to move within the 55 neighborhood. Had high property tax, same 600,000 was 8,000 a year. Wow. Have I been down to Jungle Gyms? No, I don't know what that is or where it's at. Evening from Huskerland. How you doing, Bill? Kristen, hi, Kristen in California. Glad you're feeling better. Guernsey Channel Islands. Oh, that's right. I think I looked that up one time. That's in Ireland, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I thought I remember correctly, Sean. I thought I did. Debs, I'm about to turn 62 in a few months. I have been doing as much research as I can near retirement. Thank you for a wonderful channel. Thank you for tuning in. And good that you're, at 62, you're still working on studying and checking things out and getting a vast amount of opinions. That's a good thing. I always love Ben Crazy. I got a shirt. I got that shirt too. It's a green one. Man, woman, earth, death, infinity. Ching ching. The last one is the dollar sign, right? If I'm going off my rocker a little bit, just put me back in my place. But no, I was just watching. We grew up, us Clevelanders, and maybe you people too, in the cities that you were at. But us Clevelanders, we had the greatest. Uh, what do you call them? Movie horror show when they were doing that all in the 70s and 60s. The Ghoul started out for 3 years, and I was just watching a bunch of videos of the Ghoul. He ended up Ernie Anderson. He ended up going to California with Tim Conway. Tim Conway was a big Cleveland guy, and then Tim went first, and then Ernie, after about 3 years, he was driving his motorcycle into the studio at Channel 8, and he was just a nut, and he ended up talking to Tim Conway, and he ended up going out to California and was doing voiceover. So then we had the Ghoul, Ron Swede, and he would Overday Froggy and all the Parma stuff, which is a city around here, Pink Flamingos, that Goulardi started. And the Ghoul he was also in Detroit. I think they broadcast in Detroit, and he was pretty popular at the time. And Houlihan and Big Chuck were also popular, I think, on Saturday nights. The Ghoul was Friday nights, and then there was Superhost on Saturday. So he was kind of But so we had all these crazy things, and luckily, we grew up being able to watch these wholesome type things. Jungle Jim is just north of Cincinnati International Market. Grocery. No, I haven't been there since north of Cincinnati. The only times I went through Cincinnati was when I went to the Toyota plant it wasn't Erlanger, was it? It was just over the border in, I don't remember now. I'll think of it, but it was just over the border into Kentucky. I can't remember where the big plant is right now. Do I have a desire to travel in retirement? Only maybe locally. Like I say, I wouldn't mind doing Superhost Lanigan in the afternoon. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to Grand Canyon. I've said that before. New York City, even though it's crazy, I'd still like to go just to see what it's like. Other than that, I'm not, I don't really care too much about going anywhere, just local stuff. We have a good time. We went to the Cuyahoga County Fair, a few weeks back, when I got my blue ribbon. And that to me was fun. We got to eat funnel cakes. And of course, she's gluten free. She can't eat that. But, there was like steak on a stick and stuff like that. But we had, that was a good time for us. Just, going out, just looking at stuff. I have one of my favorite things is throwing at the bottles. They take these bottles, like Coke bottles or whatever they are, beer bottles, and they stand them upside down into these rows. And then they give you baseballs and you get to crash them. And that's just always fun for me. I always lose, but just watching these bottles just shatter into 1,000 pieces, it's just fun for me. Lanigan. Now Lanigan's partner, Jimmy Malone, he just had to retire or quit because he was getting paid too much. So he left. 60, William Rush, 60, and today is my official retirement date in Alabama. Strange feeling. Enjoy your channel. William Bill. Hey, Bill. Congratulations. You're going to love it. Drove from Ohio to Fort Payne, Alabama yesterday. Retirement provides a lot of flexibility. Yes, Randy, it does. Yeah, New York City, it's just I think maybe if I would, of course my wife, she might be a little maybe not want to go in the wintertime like I would, because I'll go in any season. But doing the Christmas stuff there, because Christmas is my favorite season, it's my favorite time of year. I think that would be fun for me to see New York City at Christmas. I don't know if it's because of the Elf movie or 34th Street or whatever you want to call these movies that I've seen so many times. But I would just like to go down there and check out and see how they're decorating. We have a place called Castle Noel. If you look that up, Castle Noel, in Medina, which isn't too far from me. It's a 40-minute drive. Um, that is fun as well. They've got the original elf costumes in there. They've got, I mean, that you just, I can't even begin to tell you all the different things that they have in there. It's all Christmas movie, all related. And, the old storefronts like May Company and Higbee's that they had these big storefronts. Well, this guy, Chris, believe it or not, his name is Chris. Um, he bought all these different items and he showcases them there. And it's a heck of a place if you've never been there, or just look online. Castle Noel. It's really cool if you're into Christmas. Dan, hey Buzz, taking a break from watching Fargo series to say hello. How you doing, Dan? You like that Fargo series, huh? I went to Put Bay for the first time last summer. It was so much fun. Yeah, you could get yourself in some trouble over there. Yeah, you talk about what's it? They have one of the longest bars around. Yeah, that could be a good time. May not even remember much of it by the time you get done over there. Grand Canyon is amazing, a must see. Stay in Flagstaff and see the canyon as a day trip. Well, that could be that might be something, Rhonda, that I may want to do. Maybe next year. Like everybody says, you got to do the traveling when you're younger, because all of a sudden you're not going to be able to walk much. You're not going to be, when you get into your late 70s, 80s, 90s, that kind of stuff's not going to happen as frequently as it could in your younger years. Georgetown, gosh, used to take lean clients there on tours. Yeah, Princeton plant as well. Yeah, Georgetown. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but we've taken a couple trips to Georgetown. Um, so we went through Cincinnati and kind of just went like that and drove right on through. Malone on AM radio, still doing his scholarship program. Yeah, it's too bad that he got pushed out though. But that's what happens when you're making money and your company is losing money. Um, Things happen. Elf is a great movie. Every time it's on, my wife says, "You're watching that again?" I said, "It's either that or Dumb and Dumber." Go ahead, watch Elf. I do have a habit of watching movies over and over again. If I see them come on, and I'm sitting there doing nothing or whatever, and I'll just pop them on. And Casablanca, that's one of my favorites. Of course, we have the DVD. I can watch that every day. I just love it. Hello, Rich. How you doing? Yes, you're late, Freckles. It's $10, like Katie said. I mean, come on. I like to do at least once a year, take a trip. Yeah, Mary, that's good. If you can get out and do that. Peace. Hi, Buzz. Thank you so much for sharing. Took an early retirement 2 weeks ago. Your videos are a great solace. Well, congratulations on getting out of the rat race. And you'll get your retirement legs. It's all going to be strange, like it was for me for 4 months. It was pretty strange for me. Of course, I did it in the Cleveland winter, and basically, I got through the fall and winter, and then come January and February, I was like, okay, what do I do now? So, but I got adjusted, and you'll get adjusted. Have you ever seen the Amish in homes? Yes, Rich, we have gone out there many times. It's a nice drive. You do that in October, late September, early October, mid October, right around there when the leaves are turning. The Der Dutchman restaurant, they got a couple great restaurants out there. They're a little bit touristy, but they're still nice. Yeah, it's an interesting place, and they opened up a Christmas place out there too. They're high priced, but I think it's a 2-story Christmas place. Haven't been there in a while, but yes, we used to take the kids down there all the time. Field of Dreams gets me what? Yeah, Nancy, that's a good movie too. Yeah, I do. I love that movie too. I remember Mom taking us to see the first Jaws movie, 1976. I never went to the theater to see that, but I did go see Ben. I think it was Ben with Michael Jackson singing that song about the rat. That was kind of freaky. That was one of the when I was young. I went with 2 other buddies, and it was just a kind of a freaky movie. That was the first time I think I saw a movie without my parents. I don't remember if we were like 9, 10, maybe 11, 12. I don't remember. You've got mail on repeat for days. I don't think I've seen that one. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Amish country's on my list to see. Yeah, at least one. I mean, it's a laid back place. It's really cool. It gets crowded sometimes. If you go on a weekend, probably not the best thing to do, but hit it during the week. And there's just all kinds of little shops and stuff. It is touristy, but there's some out of the way places that you can hit. Does Ohio freeze the school tax portion of property tax when the homeowner? No, nope. The only thing we get is they just did an assessment. They raised mine $50,000. There is some kind of language about the taxes that can only go. So in other words, let's say they raised it 100,000, they can only take a certain percentage and raise it that certain percentage. There's a little bit of language in there that was passed decades ago that doesn't allow a big giant increase. But once next year I can put in for the homestead exemption and it'll take 50,000, I'm sorry, 25,000 off my home value. Well, of course it just went up 50,000, so I'll still be a net $25,000 increase. So, but it's better than nothing. But they don't freeze it, no. The early retirement wasn't in plans. Got a new supervisor somehow. Well, that can happen sometimes, Peace. That can happen. Um, that's kind of like me. I said in my last video that I basically quit my job, and I didn't quit. I retired, but somebody already said, "Why didn't you get severance?" And I didn't quit my job. I said that, but I know words can mean things to different people. I didn't actually quit. I just knew that, and I didn't have a bad. The ownership was great ownership, and I just knew that once they lost 40% of their business, that they couldn't afford my compensation, and I didn't want to take a pay cut, and I was pretty well stressed out, and I knew things weren't going to go good, and it was getting towards winter. I didn't want to drive again from Cleveland to Akron. I got really tired of that. I didn't want to have to go through possibly in an accident in the highways and stuff. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I decided, okay, the best thing would be to retire, and then if I need to find a job, find one local to me instead of driving 45 minutes back and forth, 90-mile or 90-minute trip. I would just do something local. There's a lot of factories around here. There's a lot of companies around here, and I just thought, well, that's what I'll do. And of course, I haven't. So, flying to Vegas in October, renting a car, visiting Big Sur, like Grand Canyon, trying to do a lot of traveling. That's good, Randy. Yeah, you never know. Hey, Buzz, you should come to Canada and say hi. Peggy, I've been to Ontario, but you know what? My wife, I think I need a passport now, right? I don't know. They're changing they changed the laws and stuff like that. My passport expired, and she's never had one. So I think in 2025 in March, she has to have another special type of driver's license. I don't know. I got to check it out, but they probably wouldn't let us over the border unless we snuck in like some of the other people. I'm a Civil War buff and would like to see some of the places. Yeah. Yeah, Steve's retirement corner. He lives in Virginia there, and he's always showing different places. And it's always interesting to me because I do like history too. Charles, you've been retired 9 months, still struggling to find my lane. Any advice? Just keep at it. Keep at it. 9 months, you should be getting your retirement legs, but everybody's different. My cousins lived in a nice suburb of Chicago, and their taxes were 17,000, and that was 10 years ago. That's a lot. Hey, but like they say in Hawaii, everything's expensive, or California, but you make more money. I don't know if that's true or not. Plain fun. How you doing, Debs? Nancy, I have great. Okay. Enlistment papers from the Civil War. Wow. You sure had a lot of signs that it was time to retire. Definitely a passport for Canada. Yeah, I have to renew. I was just looking at that yesterday because I was thinking about getting. The reason I started getting into that was because I'm thinking about getting a PO box. Um, People want to send. I get some emails from people and they want to send me stuff, and it's not that I don't want. I just don't want people using my address because I don't know. Like there was a couple people that I didn't know who they were. They were rarely on the channel, and they said, "Hey, I'd like to send you something." Well, your antenna goes up, and it's kind of like, well, that's nice, but on second thought, I don't even know who you are. So what are you sending me? So I might get a PO box. It's fairly cheap. I might keep it for 6 months, and hey, we can exchange Christmas cards. How about that? And anybody who wins, like when we do our contests, anybody that wins and they send me or you email me or something, your emails are strictly confidential. I don't share them with anybody. Just like when I did with Kelly's email or Kelly's app thing, app substitute, cable substitute using apps. He sent a nice email and I sent it out to around 50 people so far. And I delete his email. So, it's not copied on there. Um, so you can trust me that your emails or addresses or anything is not going anywhere. Our Dallas Cowboys will be playing Cleveland, Ohio for the first game. I'm from San Antonio as a retiree. Do you take time out to watch the Browns? Yes, that's a whole nother story. Let me tell you. But yes, I do watch them. But I'm one of those guys because I went through an 0-16 season. I went through the Johnny Manziel stupid draft. I went through who was that defensive back that we took eighth, and he's out of football in a few months. Actually, Pittsburgh picked him up and tried him too. I forget his name, but I've been going through all of that. So now I tape the games, and sometimes I'll DVR the games, and I won't even watch them, and then I'll check the score, and if they win, I'll watch the game. That's how weird I am about the Browns anymore. Or if they're up by 3 points and the other team's driving in the fourth quarter, I turn it off. I can't handle the stress of it anymore because they always like prop me up and then bring me down. I know, Mark. There's a bill at Ohio State House to lower our taxes based on household income. Hopefully, something will pass. Not getting political. Yeah, I mean, there's always bills that are going through here and there and everywhere, and all you can do is hope that something like that passes. Looking at your medication costs on your budget, have you considered a Part D plan? Yes, she already is on a plan. The $60 that was on my last thing was basically one doctor's visit. So she hasn't met her $240 deductible for Medicare yet. But we have a she has a D plan through WellCare, which is zero cost per month. If you were ever in Northern Virginia, would be great to meet. Well, if you're out by Steve over there, I'm not sure exactly where Steve's at, but I think he's in Virginia there. Maybe I can hit your place and his place. I've learned at the ripe old age of 42 at the job I've been at 10 years, which I love, that if bad management comes, I just grin and bear it and outlast them. They don't stay long historically. Yeah, we the last company, not the last one, but the one before that. Excuse me, the one before that, we had that same issue. They went from a private company to a public company, and then they were changing management all the time. It seemed like, and we just went through, got through it. Movies I watch over and over: Shawshank, yep, Green Mile, Unforgiven, and Glorious. I haven't. Uh, the first two I've seen, the Unforgiven and Glorious Bastards, I've seen, I think, once, and I'm maybe halfway through. Get a PO before January. I made greeting cards, yes, Christmas cards, big 6-5 birthday card. Get a PO, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have the PO box next week because you just do it right online, I guess. Then you go pick up the key at the, I don't know, pick up the key over at the post office. As of May 2025, you'll need the real ID or passport to fly domestically. Correct. That's why I wanted, I have a passport. It just expired. That's why I want to renew that. My friend is from Cleveland. We have fun picking on each other. Why do you want to pick on each other? Browns fans have tough skin. You have to. It's bad. Passport for domestic flights really going to hurt the airlines. I don't agree with the rule, but I get it for homeland safety purposes. Yeah, we won't even get into all that, will we? My husband likes that idea. Next Sunday, he'll do this with the Patriots. Patriots might be okay. They're going to be middle of the road this year, I think. Have you been doing anything to improve your health? I'm in my morning 2 mile walk and then work out at Universal Machine. I'm slowly getting better. Um, you saw my video. I did a 50. I usually do a 100-yard sprint. I did put that video out there that I did a 50-yard sprint. Actually, it might have been 35. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I do. That was a 4 mile walk. I don't do it a lot, but I try to do this 4 mile walk. I use an app called Run Keeper, so it lets me know my pace, and I'm doing an 18:56 mile. Now, for me, that's pretty good. So 18 minutes and 56. I call it 19 minutes. I do a 19-minute mile. So the dog pound, I love it. It was a lot better at the old stadium. Just got here. I'm canning tomatoes and trying to follow along. That's good. Vicky, Buzz, question for you and others in the chat. Have you who are retired and married folks worked out the budget if when one of you passes and you go down to single Social Security income? Just wondered. Well, like I said, people get on me about my um, universal life policy, which we've had since we were in our 30s. And, it doesn't, you don't have to, it just pays the premium. Yes, it pays a interest rate, but we're not using it like a whole life where you're saving money off of it. We just use it to pay the premium. And the interest we were making when we were young paid the premium. So we were not paying the premium for this life insurance for many, many years. Now she's got $100,000 plan on me. I should, yeah. So no, on her. So if she passes, I get 100,000, and that's only costing us $40 a month for some reason. Mine, she'll get 200,000, and that's costing us $160 a month right now. And they just sent us a new projection, and that if we stick with that $160 a month, that'll cover us at least another year. At current interest rates, it could cover us 5 years. But the interest rates obviously are not going to stay the same. They're going to go down. So we'll see what happens. But that's what we're doing. Have you seen the movie Bucket List? No, I have not. Oh, you pick on each other about football? Okay. San Antonio. Hey, Bill. You will need a storage unit for the goodies people send you. No, it's not about that. It's just that, like I said, a couple people have, and one guy, he makes cutting boards, and he keeps asking me. He says, "Look, I do this for a hobby. It's a stress reliever for me. I'd like to send you a cutting board." And it's like, and I've been dealing with him for some months now, and it's not that I don't trust people. It's just that I just don't want to give away. People find out my address or my name and all that stuff. Fine, I don't. It's not a big deal. But to broadcast my address and everything to people I've never met, I'm just not. I'm old school. I'm just not used to doing that. Yeah, speaking of the cutting board guy, there he is. I'll spend an hour or two getting exercise. Good question. Hopefully the savings and pension will help had we get older and one passes. Yeah, that is a big thing. That some people, Vicky, some people don't really think about. Now, the understanding is if they're not covering with life insurance, they have enough pocket change to cover that loss of any pension or any Social Security, because some pensions are set up that if the pensioner passes, the spouse gets nothing. Some are set up that it's 50-50 at the very onset. And so 50% still goes to the spouse. Um, there's different setups. So um, everybody's got a different plan, I think. And hopefully everybody does have a plan. The Buck List is with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. It's about getting old. The Buck List or Bucket List. Yeah, okay. I got you, Mary. I might check that one out. Good answer to a good question. Yeah, it's something we have to keep an eye on. Oh, Katie, let's not go. Let's not go with that again. Dana, nah, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, if you guys remember I think it was last week or whatever, we were talking about that where people could make, and it's hard to get over. I just, as you watch one video, then all of a sudden you'll get a feed for that type of stuff. So, and I was watching a garden video a couple 3 weeks ago or whatever, and the girl is in the garden, whatever, and it's like 1.2 million views, and I'm like, for what? Oh, now I see the two reasons why. Hmm. Joseph, how you doing? Yeah, it's going to cool down. Pensions are a thing of the past. You're right. Yep, Valerie, it's true. Planet Fitness is cost effective for exercise. Yeah, yeah. I just don't want to be sweating to the oldies with a bunch of people. I'm just private in a way. I don't. I have a home gym, but not a home gym, but I have workout machine with the weights. It's got the legs. It's got a pull down. It's got the push out. It's got two leg apparatuses, and I use that when I blow the dust off of it. I use that once in a while. Why ruin a good thing? My exercise, mountain biking. Love being in the woods, but I'm shopping for an electric. Yeah, a lot of people are getting into those electric bikes. I was searching for retirement videos, and yours popped up, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Well, thank you, Debs. So true. I might be curious about a video, but the algorithm definitely ended up blowing up my suggested videos. Yeah, yeah, I made that mistake, and it's still. I still get a few, not as many. Because I'll start be watching something else, and then it'll change the algorithm. But I can't get over some of these. And to put, I'll leave it alone. Workout equipment is the stairs. Yeah, that's true. Hey, it's 37 minutes in, so let's do. Oh, I already wrote it down. I almost showed you the number. Let's do a 0 to 100, not including 0, not including 100 for a $25 gift card. Anybody want to play? Let's go. Let's go. We do have the slow mode on, so that gives my old eyes the chance to keep up. And sometimes I don't, so I may need help at the end. We've had people, because it's on slow mode, think they had the number, but it actually didn't post. So be aware of that too. Make sure if you got it or you think you got it, that it actually posted. Third floor apartment. That's your. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Kevin Gilbertson. There's no L in there, is there? Kevin Gilbertson or Gib? I can't tell if there's an L in there or not. But Kevin, you just won a $25 gift card, and I'm going to write your name down so I don't forget who you are. And if you remember, if you watched before, Kevin, you want to email me. You got your pencil? At nopurplecar@gmail.com. Nopurplecar@gmail.com. I can't tell if that's an I in there or not. Can you guys see? Is it GIB or GILB? I hate getting people's names wrong. It looks like an LB. Okay. Gilbertson. Okay. I just want to get the name right. So make sure you email me. And that was number 44. I don't think anybody else had it. Where is my eraser? I don't know where my eraser's at. So it'll be the hand again, just in case we do another one. Okay, so what is everybody doing for Labor Day? The musings of a retired dog dad. Hello from Arizona. I don't know what the question is. I have to guess 42. You were close. It's 44. What are we doing on Labor Day? For us, nothing. As a matter of fact, my daughter's boyfriend, she just texted me today and said he has COVID. So, and he's really sick. So there is a strain going around. Um, Canning salsa. Okay. You're working, but holiday pay is, yeah, holiday pay is good. And if you can get triple time or time in, well, double time. Holidays are double time, right? Or is it triple time? Yeah, there's a bad strain of COVID going around in the Cleveland area. It says they're not putting people in the hospital, but it's a nasty one, I guess. And my daughter's boyfriend has it. Meeting friends at the Olive Garden for dinner. Haven't been to one in I don't know how many years. Be careful because it can get crowded over there, depending on where you're at. Thank you, Mr. Slam. Closing the pool. Oh, that's it for the year, huh? Lots of people around here have electric bikes because it's very hilly and better to at least get out and not be deterred by the hills. Cool. A Renaissance festival. Oh, I've been to those. I went to the one in North Carolina. I went to one in Ashtabula. I went to one in Bay Village. My daughter used to love it, so we would take her over there and tag along. I actually got called up on stage by the Tortuga twins. Of course, there's more than two of them, but do you know who the Tortuga twins are? Tortuga twins? Ramona, do you know? No big plans so far, but probably visit grandparents. Okay, Joseph, that's not bad. Mary, new strain of COVID for sure. Daughter works in intensive care and caught COVID last week again. Oh, that sucks. Huge fireworks display here in Cincinnati. You guys are going a little fast for me now. Brings a lot of people from all over. Cool. Work is slower on a holiday. That's good. Going to Sons to meet the new dog. 14 weeks old, and it's mine to laugh about potty training. Hanging out at the cabin. Nothing exciting, but peaceful and away from the city. Is that near that trout stream deal? COVID all around down here in San Antonio. Very contagious. Yep. Yep. Somebody just had it in California, one of our subscribers, and she wasn't happy. Too warm here in the next week. Okay. Vicky, unfortunately, our apartment complex, power washing and painting. Oh, so I have to get rid of my container garden. Catching up on work. Sadly, no overtime. I'm salaried for another 4 months and 23 days. I remember you from last week. Yep. Spending Labor Day here on Beaver Lake in Northwest Arizona. Boat is staying parked. Too many crazies on the water. Working a few hours, then who knows? Maybe find a festival or a pool at the campground we are members of. That'd be fun. The house so we can get home on the market. Watching world. What you're gonna do? Time to sell, huh? No, you haven't seen them, but you'll look out for them. Yeah, they called me up on stage. It was just really fun. Um, I was the sheriff, I guess. I'm supposed to be the sheriff, and they pulled me out of the audience. They pulled me out of the audience, and I'm supposed to be this big tough sheriff. Well, I'm 6'3" and a half, and so when I stood up, and this guy's only maybe he's 5'11", and I stood up and I just went up on my tiptoes, and I just towered over him, and everybody was just laughing, and so they got me up on the stage, and we just had some fun. But that was 2015, no, 2015 maybe, or 14 when we went. How's the crime situation out in my suburb? We are listed as the top 5 no crime in Ohio. Of all of Ohio, we're in the top 5 of no crime, which is nice. Bruce, you're getting together with family. Well, that's cool. What's your tip for keeping track? Do you just keep all your receipts and add them up? Nope. Linnell, I am using the Every Dollar app. I'm retired, so every day is a holiday. It's a app from Dave Ramsey. Now, one of our subscribers said when he went to go check it out, they wanted his credit card, but I sent him a link, and he told me today that the link that I sent him didn't ask for credit card, but it's the Every Dollar app. And so when I go buy something, I just enter it into the app. It's real simple, and it keeps track of everything for me. Very simple. If I would have known or seen this app years ago, I would have started years ago. And maybe it wasn't around. I don't know. The Every Dollar app. There's other ones out there, I'm sure. All right, let me get caught up. It's a small mountain. Okay. You have Wedgwood Pizza and/or Westgate Pizza there. Have in Austin town. I have never heard of it. At least the flu has been eradicated. Yeah. Hey there, I made the stream for once. Hey, you did. Smoking a brisket. Oh, that's something I haven't done in a long time. I just looked at them at Sam's Club last week too. But my budget was kind of high for food this month, so I left the brisket alone because it's not cheap. Unless you just get a flat. If you get the whole brisket, you're paying some pretty good money. I try to wait and see if I could find them on sale. That's because you're a 7-foot tall sheriff. Yeah, that's about it. Don't say or later you'll get fined $10. That's right. I think we're up to $30 this time, huh? Is it comparable to Mint? I don't know. I'm not sure, Nancy. Was I on Mint? I might have been on Mint, and I canceled that out. That's where you can add money. It's like I don't know. Yeah, I got rid of that. The only crime out my way are deer stealing all my grapes. They need to be put in prison. Cooking a pork loin on the grill. Oh, that's nice too. You can get those pork loins at Sam's or Costco. I think they give you 2 in a package, right? 2 or 3, maybe 2. We do that every 4 months or so. We're definitely Dave Ramsey fans. Fortunately, we started listening to him 20. I don't listen to him that much, but I know he's popular with a lot of people. Oh, for you, this is early. Okay. I used to use Mint. When it went away, I switched to Empower. Not as good for budgeting, but better for tracking your investments. Right. I was just going to say the Mint one was for investments, I think. And then somebody else uses one, and I can never remember the names of these things, but I looked at that, and I don't like to put a lot of information in, like automatic information, like hook your bank account up to it, or I don't like to do any of that stuff. I just don't trust them. Too many of these places, and I did a video on this not long ago. Too many places are getting hacked. There is no internet security out there. I'm telling you. And anybody that tells you there isn't, because the Iranians, the Chinese, you call it whoever you want, the Russians, they can hack into anything. Trust me. Even that kid in mom's basement down the street, he can do it too. Get the brisket, make your own pastrami. My teacup Yorkie wriggled out of his leash. That's why I was late. Chasing him through the neighborhood. Hope you got video or it didn't happen. You link everything. This how to. I don't like doing that. I don't like. I'm still old school, and I'm surprised I've gotten as futuristic as I have. I know a guy at work. He refuses to. He's constantly mailing his stuff in. A guy I used to work with. He won't ever let hook up to a bank account or anything. He just does everything by U.S. mail, just like the old days. I used to use Profit. Not that anyone remembers that accounting package. I never heard of it. I worked for a company that made it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many apps out there and so many different things out there that and there's probably a lot of good ones. You know, could you please put the link for the Ramsey accounting app in the video description? Yeah, I can do that. I'll put that in there. Or email me, Valerie. Email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com and I'll send you the link that I sent somebody else. Early medical retirement at 51 in April from Georgia. So you are just recently retired. Yeah, the Every Dollar app. I showed this last week, but I don't mind showing it again. It's the Ramsey app. So it's loading right now, I think. I must have a bad connection here. Come on. Huh. Oh, it's there. It's just hard to see with the light. Sorry. So you can see like it has the my August details, and that 316 negative is not right because I have two entries for house taxes because I was playing around with it. But September, so just you can click on these above here, so it'll show all the months, and then so September I've already put in my 3783 for how much I'm going to get, and then we made a purchase. Um, that I applied to it. So we're at, well, I put my, like the gas bill came in, so I put that in there. The water bill came in, I put that in there. So I'm already starting to fill it in. Okay, Nancy, you saw it was for free. Okay. I have a shortcut for tracking my funds. I receive it in the right hand and easily pass it to the left hand. Yeah, lightning fast. Yeah, that happens. Looking forward to your videos every day. I don't try to post them every day. I go in spurts. It seems like my insurance does not cover therapy, so your videos are the next best thing. Well, when you lay on my couch, it's going to be, it's going to cost. It's not free. I didn't know he was gone. My neighbor texted me. Didn't even know he snuck out. That's good. I'm glad you got your dog. Hey, Dave. I'll have to go back to the beginning. Missed the live. I was at the gun range. I need to do that. I haven't been. Next month will be a year. I have not gone to Lake Erie. I have not gone to the gun range. Um, all these grandiose plans, I haven't done them. I've been working around this house like crazy trying to get everything straight, which I did that video in the spring that says this is what I'm going to do. And I've been sticking to it. Got a lot accomplished so far. Considering I'm retired, I got a lot accomplished. A black forest cake. Oh, man, that sounds good. They had, when we went to, we actually took it home from Red Lobster. If you watch my Social Security video, I did today. We because I won close to $300 in the lottery, Ohio lottery, pick three number. Um, we had our 41st anniversary on the 20th, so we went and got Red Lobster, and before they closed down because they're closing them all practically, and got the Black Forest cake and ice cream is what they had, but it was $10. Um, as a dessert, and I'm like, I'm not paying $10 for a sliver of cake and ice cream. I just couldn't do it. Just if I was working, I probably would, but no. He's been doing it for nearly a year, so you can view all the replays of past videos if you haven't seen them. Yep, only 4 miles from our house. Oh, the gun range. Okay, yeah, same with me. I've got one possibly around 4 miles myself. You gonna get the bathroom done by Thanksgiving? Yes. The vanity and the other stuff is being delivered. Two different delivery dates next week, Wednesday and Friday. So they say. One's shipping out of California. Vanity's coming out of California, so I don't know if that was because it came from China or wherever. I don't know. $58 CDN for the booze and the cake I baked. Uh, Gotten extremely expensive to eat out. Yeah, it really is. And I hate, and as the cost goes up, your tip, if you're doing a 15 or 20% or whatever, your tip's going up too. So the total cost is just, and it's tough. It's just really tough. And more restaurants. We just lost. It's called the Melt Restaurant. Um, the guy had three or four. I think he opened them too fast, maybe, but he just closed down. I think he's only got one left. He had four, I think, and he's down to one again. It's like he started. Can't afford it. I've got a good range right out my back door, and actually where I'm at, I can actually shoot. Of course, everybody would get a little crazy, but technically, I'm allowed to shoot. You do appetizers more now. We're doing more breakfast. Even if we go out in the afternoon, we're just getting breakfast because that's actually cheaper. The eggs and eggs, bacon, and hash browns is a good meal, and it's cheaper than trying to get something else. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Fundy Coast. Wow. CA. Hmm. What's your favorite part of being retired? Too big of a list. Too big of a list. I've always said not having the stress. Not having the stress is definitely, without any doubt, the best. We're losing restaurants left and right. People not eating out as much when you're paying $3 for a Coke. Yeah, yeah. My wife always gets, to her credit, is just water and with a lemon. That's what she drinks all day long in the house too. He makes his own ammo. Oh, cool. How's that garden going? Mine averaged out to 48 tomatoes. We are just loaded, and it's still going good. Probably another week or two, maybe, and then that'll be it. But I got Swiss chard growing up real nice. The zucchinis are starting to come out. I counted one, two. So there's six or seven that I saw, but they're only about this big right now. Another week, they'll be looking pretty good. I used to have Sunday night work anxiety. Yep. Now only bothered on Friday evening when all the neighbors are home for the weekend and the peace and quiet disappears. Yep. My favorite breakfast place, Eggheads, cost $25, including tip for Eggs Benedict breakfast. Wow. I didn't realize that was going up that high. We just ate it, what was called the Big Egg. Two of us ate. Now, I had a steak because they had a deal on a special on a steak, and it wasn't bad. Um, it was $32, but that was for both of us with the steak, too. She didn't get a steak, she got an omelet. Best thing about reading every day Saturday, you better believe it. Hi, Buzz. What countries have you traveled to? I've been to Canada. Wow, Richard Simon. Holy cow. Wow, thank you. What Ron from Trinidad? What countries have you traveled to? Canada and Mexico, but they were uh, Canada was We did the Niagara, we did Ontario, and then in Mexico, that was all work related. In Monterey, um, in Apodaca, but nothing else out of the country. How was the commute to Akron? It wasn't too bad because the traffic going in the morning was light most times, but then when Akron schools kicked in, the university, you would get a lot more traffic. Um, Summertime was decent, but it was still 45 minutes. It was still a ride. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you, Richard. I really appreciate that. Bottle of wine was $48. I paid 15 in the grocery store. Jeez, that's crazy. Philippines McDonald's workers make $1 an hour. Big Mac is 2.50. Well, it depends on the environment, right? I always heard in Mexico it's $3 an hour. So whether it's not 48 tomatoes, $8 each for what I spent. 75% of Canada's population live in southern Ontario. Did you work in Akron? Yes, I did. Oh, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Did you work in Akron? Breakfast is homemade on the Blackstone with coffee at sunrise. Easy on the budget. Yeah. I liked Ontario. I mean, we just spent, I think, a day up there, day and a half. That was a long time ago. Shoot, that was 35, probably almost close. Yeah, because it was close to after we got married, so probably 40 years ago. Mary, thank you. Do you have an exercise routine while retired? I do. I like my walking. My wife has us doing, and not every day because I'm lazy, but she keeps harping on me to do it with her, and I think it's a good thing to do together. It's called Walk Across America, and it's a 30-minute. Um, it's mostly aerobics, and the girl, she goes to every state. So there's 50 states that she's doing a 30-minute exercise, and I think we're through number 7 already. We didn't start too long ago, and it's not bad. So we've been trying to do that, and then I do my 4-mile walk once in a while, um, which I enjoy that, and do a little sprinting in between. You like the tomato salad? When I go duck hunting, it ends up costing $200 per duck. Yeah, that's yeah, the super chats is nice. Thank you. Um, we had a what they call a head boat for Lake Erie, and I kept bugging this one captain. I said because they take the fans to Cleveland Browns Stadium. They're down on the shore of Lake Erie, obviously, and they get more money by loading up the boat and carrying them over to the Browns Stadium, which is like a 10-minute trip for them out of the Cuyahoga River. And um, I asked them, I texted them and I said, hey, when are you guys going to do public fishing again? And they posted something and said, yeah, let's try to get at least 15 people. And the cost is $85. I'm like, $85 plus bait. So, you're looking at close to $100 to maybe catch a walleye. Yeah. How about no? Apparently, there's a premium version of every dollar, but the basic app is free. Correct. That is correct. I only use the free app. Mr. Beast is filming in Toronto, biggest YouTuber. Yeah, Mr. Beast is, that's kind of where I got my idea about the give backs because Mr. Beast was doing, I mean, he gives a lot back to the people. And the one story that I saw, and I don't remember all the details, but it was a touching story to me, was when he was helping kids with their eyesight or something. And, it kind of got me to thinking too that, the money that he's getting, he's giving back in some form or fashion. Of course, there's always going to be detractors, but I just thought that was kind of cool. And I kind of looked to him as um, maybe that's one of the reasons why I did some give backs as well, because karma works in strange ways. Let me tell you. $200 duck. I hear that. I can't believe I'm at the age to pay for dirt. Every dollar shows $17.99 monthly after the free trial. Nah, that's not what they're doing for me. So just send me your email and I'll send you a link. No purple car at gmail.com and I'll send you the link. I've walked 8.5 miles today and we'll walk again tonight. That's pretty good. It's still like 85 over here, so it's a little hot to be walking. And just I don't know how you do it, but it just came to mind. When you're walking, especially if you're walking alone, make sure you carry some ID. If you have a phone, that's not going to help if it's locked, or you need a code to get in, or you need a pattern. So carry an ID, whether you put your driver's license in your pocket or whether I used to have a ID tag. I would just put it on a piece of cloth, whatever you want to call that, and drop it down my shirt just to have some type of identification because, you get something happens, you pass out and nobody knows who you are, where where you live, get to the hospital and they're trying to figure it out. So always, if you're walking alone, always have some type of ID. Yeah, we do need to be kinder to the less fortunate. Absolutely. My husband always carries his phone and wallet. Again, the phone may not work if you have to get into it. I see the wife giving me the stink eye, so it's almost dinner time. I carry expired license and insurance card, and that's good. That's good, Wade. My ex left me 24 years ago. My new wife was 24. So that 24 is a good number, huh? Hey, middle-aged grind. I saw your fence there. Looks pretty good. Like I said, that video looks so lit up with your beautiful lighting on that fence that I thought when you put that new shed there, that 747 is going to come and crash right into it. But like you explained, yeah, if lost, please return to Mrs. Buzz. But like you explained, it doesn't. It's probably looking more on the video, like brighter on the video than it actually is. I worked for a nonprofit for 35 years. I've never seen so many people coming in for food. I believe that. Yes, pay it forward and random acts of kindness. Absolutely. Galva, thank you. You're going to put a flashing light on the top of the shed. You might need to. Hey, let's do real quick before I go in. It's an hour and 7. I try to keep it at, an hour, give or take a few minutes. Let's do one more contest because we're talking about Mr. Beast. And this is what we do here. We're a copycat to Mr. Beast, although his revenue is a tad higher than mine. So let's see what we can. No, don't start yet. I haven't written anything down. You're gonna make me think of a number here without. So I am going to do. Okay, you can start 0 to 100, not including 0, not including 100. Pencils down for a $25 e card. And you will have to email me. What's the number? There it is. Hopefully, I didn't show it. You will get an emailed e-card from Amazon. Christmas is coming. We all need that $25. Buy a bottle of wine. Can you get wine on Amazon? I've never tried. I'm not a wine drinker. Keep going. Middle-aged grind. How are you getting to have all these it's supposed to be a 60-second delay? You're fast. You must be using like 5 computers. Where is everybody else at? Come on, 0 to 100. Rocky 78, how you doing? Oh, somebody was close. I always have to remember. Not including 100, Ramona. 0 to 100, not including 100 or 0. I hope I wasn't daydreaming and missed it. Yes, you can do more than once. Absolutely. Keep on going till we get a winner. Keep on going. There is a delay on there. G Hannah 999. That's not going to work. I figure with 112, maybe not everybody's doing this, huh? Well, y'all asleep? Come on. Oh, another close one. Oh, I like your tree. Nothing yet. Boy, there was a couple close ones in there. Like I said, if one does pass me up, we'll take care of that person as well. Let's keep going because nobody's got it yet. A lot of repeats. A lot of repeats. 0 to 100, not including 0, not including 100. $25 e card. Another close one. Wow, you guys just don't have that psychic ability today. You want chocolate cake? Me too. There we go, finally. SW. SW. 84. Oop, there we go. SW. SW. Got the 84. You guys could check me out. Make sure there wasn't an 84 before SW. And SW, please. Oh, Mark, too late. SW, please email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. And I'll either get that out to you and Kevin Gilbertson. I'll get that out tonight or sometime tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Oh, happy dad, you did have it. I will go back and I will look just to make sure. Once again, for the third time, a contest on a 60-second delay should start in 60 seconds. That's the first time I saw that. I don't. Hmm. I'm not sure what that means. You'll have to explain that to me. That's the first time someone has said that. I don't know what that means. All right, Vicky, thank you. Jen had it too. Okay, I will go back and I will look. Jen had 84 first. I will look. No, 87 was close, but no cigar. That's right. Anyway, I will go back and I will check these and we will end this live because I'm going to go in and have some dinner now. It's already 8:11 in Eastern Standard Time. So it's time to eat. And I will check on Jen and I will check on Happy Dad as well. All right, Debs, we'll see you. See you, Mary. Thank you, too. You're welcome. MOBCSB, Bob. See you, Katie Z. Gonna watch the Fall Guy. See you, Linda. Arlene, take care. Nancy, see you. Ron, thank you. Thank you for being here, Ron. Dana's Garden Retreat. Glad you got your dog. See you. All right, you guys take care. I am going Santa Claus. Thank you. I'm going to go back and see if I can find some of these. So I'll be here just for a minute, but I won't be looking at comments. I want to go back a little bit and see if I can find some of these that I missed. I don't know how I miss them, but I do. My mind starts thinking about something else or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I got to go to the eye doctor. Is that possible? Maybe I just can't see anymore. Plus, I got the small screen, but That's just an excuse. 84. Let me see. Where was another 84? Boy, there's a lot of numbers on here, boy. 84. I see the 87. Huh, I don't see it on my screen. That's just something. Let me just double check again. 45, 21, 56, 51, 87, 52. Let's see an 88. There's Jen. Okay. I see Jen. Jen, email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com if you're still here. I do see Jen, the 84. And was there somebody else? It was Dad. Let me see. I do see Jen. Mm-hmm. Uh, 84. Let me see. Oh, I just like that chocolate cake thing. Boy, now you got me thinking. And there's SW. Happy Dad, I did not see yours, but we'll have this. Jen was before me, so you were after Jen. Okay, I don't know why I can't see it. I just look for your moniker because that's easy to see. I see a 22 from you. There was a 22, and then Jen had an 84. And then you had a 63, Happy Dad. And then, so you had a 22, a 63. Huh. That's all I saw was the 22 and the 63. Whereabouts was it? Yeah, you saw 88 and 60. Okay. I had 84 after Jen. So no worries. I didn't see that one either. You know, sometimes when you type them in, they may not take, so it has to be shown on here. Um, it's YouTube, not you. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not disputing what you're saying, but I don't see it on here. These comments will be on the replay, so we can double check. And I will go through the replay later tonight or tomorrow, and I will contact you if you do have something out there. Match Point QS. I didn't see yours, but like I said, If it's out there, I'll definitely will compensate you as well, which we've done in the past too, because sometimes I don't see them. But if they are printed on here, we will definitely take care of you. We have had people in the past that say that it's on there, and I'm not disputing them, but it doesn't show up. So I'm just not sure. I had some chat entries that were grayed out because I'd not waited long enough before posting again. Yeah, I don't know. Yours was after Santa Claus and before damn cars, but after Jen. Let me read that again. Mine was after Santa Claus. Okay, let me see if I can see it. I mean, we want to make it right. So, okay, there's. Hold on. Where was Jen now? Let me see. Hey, it's still fun, even though we have some red tape we have to get through. It's still fun for me for sure. Okay, there's Jen. So you're saying so we had Happy Deb the one. So Jen's 84, Deb's is 43 above that, Rocky is 78 above that, Happy Dad is 22, Scott is 85, William Rush is 81, Teresa is 88, Middle Age Grind 44, Wade plus one, Ron 42, Mean Old 59, 1377, 78 by Damn Cars. Valerie 8, Middle Age Grind 60, 31, 5, 29, 17, 68, 79, 51, 72, 99, 66, 63, 65, 44, 38, 67, 50, 67, 23, 89, 62, 33, 24, 87, and it was an 84 if you remember. And that's what I see. We were up to Shelley, that was 87. Happy Dad, you got an 88 on here. Damn Cars has a 24. Yeah, Happy Dad. I see you with an 88 on here next to Scott and Teresa. Huh. That's weird. I mean, I don't see it. When you look at the live at the end, all right, when the live replay, and let's take a look at it. But, maybe I'm not seeing the same thing you guys are for whatever reason. I don't know. I just had somebody tell me the other day that one of the comments, he could see it if he clicks on it. He can see the comment, but I told him I can't see it. So he thinks a moderator deleted it. And I said, well, I don't have any mods, and it's not in that little bucket that I get sometimes that shows if a bad comment was made. And I just don't know. So I don't know if there's glitches. And Matt's point, I didn't see yours. You had it after Jen. Okay, yeah. If I read it correctly. Jude's 121. Yeah, you missed it. Hey, David. Mine was after Santa Claus. Yeah, and again, Happy Dad. I apologize. We'll go back and just double check. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to rip anybody off. You know, um, so just so you guys are aware of that. And Jen, make sure you email me. So anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, just make sure you email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. And between tonight and tomorrow, I will take care of you. And now I have to go. Wife says, it's time to eat. So it is time to eat. Anyway, thank you all for the 56 people who are remaining. Thank you for being here, and we will talk to you again next week if we don't talk before then. Sometimes we do an impromptu live. Hey, Rodney from Mississippi. Sometimes we'll do an impromptu live during the week, and we don't announce it. We just do it. So, hello, Helen. See you. Bye, Helen. Jen, we'll see you. All right. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you again. Have a good Labor Day. enjoy yourself and talk to you next week.